This is an instrumental remake of Ain't It Funny by Danny Brown, produced by Paul White. This song is pretty simple and is built almost entirely off of one sample. That sample is Nick Mason's Wervin from 1981, and it's a really cool track with these huge horns, and it sounds like scary and chaotic. And I have no clue how they found this sample, but it's a contender for my favorite sample of all time. It just sounds really freaking awesome. So first, there's a horn section with these massive, massive horns that creates the chorus, and then there's this section afterwards that is a bit more open, and that is what is looped for the verse. This is what the original sample sounds like. It's a very loud song. I did have to tone down the volume a little bit, but other than that, it's pretty much untouched. So what I did was I took the horns part here, I looped that 4 times, and on the 4th I added a flanger. The flanger used in the song is a pretty basic one. There's EQ cutting out the low end, and the flanger on the high end kind of just whirls it around your head. It sounds pretty awesome. And there was a preset that sounded just about right that I used and tweaked a little bit, but other than that, it's pretty much unchanged. Added some reverb on this last one here so it would flow into the verses, and that's about it. Now for the verse, I took again this section at the end of the sample here, and I time stretched that to match with my drums. I overlaid these drums on top and sidechained them. The kick in the song has a lot of just punch to it, and I created the kick and the snare by layering about 4 kicks on top of each other and 3 snares, changing the volume of them a lot to get it about right, and then just sidechaining that to the loop. The drums are pretty drowned out by the sample itself, so it didn't have to be super exact. But yeah, this is what the drums sound like. Nothing too wild. And then here we have a little part that I mimicked from the song where this horn hit plays in the first verse, but it's kind of distant from the listener. Sounds pretty cool, has some reverb on it, and cuts off. So I brought that in. I went to a part later in the song where the horns at the beginning are played in the left ear and also distant during the verse. I added those here to save time. I don't want too much empty space. And then after one more loop of the verse part here, I added the last chorus. Now this last chorus is time stretched because the drums are underneath it. The drums hit very, very hard on the chorus at the end of the song, so I made it quite similar here. And then on the last one here, the same flanger as before to finish it out. And that's about it. Again, not a super complicated song. It took me not too long to do this. This is probably the shortest amount of time that I've spent on a remake so far. All right, that's about it. So here's the song in full.